friends, I'm Brittany, the ginger behind Ginger Patch Designs. This week is all about market prepping chubby chickens. I decided to set myself this 100 chicken challenge. I only needed 75 more chickens for my market prep list, so I just decided to make it an even 100. And the recipe, it's not a recipe. The pattern I'll be using is by Oak and Marlow. I got it off of Etsy. I've purchased several of Oak and Marlow's chicken related patterns. Go check her out. I will leave a link in the description to her pattern. It's not an affiliate link. I don't make any money off of it. I just really like the pattern. I'm going to talk about my batch making process when it comes to chickens, the colors I use and why, and at the very end of the video, I'm going to talk about stats as far as like how long it took me to make everything, etc. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 37 bodies, I guess you could call them for right now. And any pattern that sells really well, I can batch make it, and I can use Bernat. We are good to go. I love to batch make these. I stop them right before I close them up. I'm trying not to reveal too much about the pattern. So I'm about a third of the way there. I want to show you, I made a few pink shells because I cannot decide if pink chicken should be a thing. I think I'm going to change the color of the beak. I think this makes it look more like lips than a beak. So I might change the gobble gobble color and the beak color to make it look a little more girly chicky. So what do you think? Should I make pink chicky a thing? I really can't tell. I definitely, if I do, need to change the beak color. I don't like that at all. Looks like lips. All right, we're at 31, and that's not including the ones I had here that I'm waiting on safety eyes to come in tomorrow. Okay, I wanted to show you the updated pink one. Wow, it is super dark in here. It's storming like really bad outside, and so I have all my lights on, and it is still really dark. So I hope that you can see. Let me check. Okay, yeah. So this is the first pink one I did that I showed you that it looked like it had lips. So this actually, I end up loving this. So it's basically a 3-toned pink chicken. See if you can see it. Gosh, it's dark. I'm so sorry. This gobble gobble had to stay dark pink. I've got a ton of this. Really, hang on. Let me try and fix the light situation. Okay, there was one light I hadn't turned on. I'm really glad that this ended. This looks so different than the one with the blue. I have a ton of this light baby pink yarn because I was making these like pig snugglers last year that sold really, really well. They're just kind of a pain in the rear end to make. And so until my Joann's order of yarn gets here, which Joann's has been taking a very long time to ship. I guess that's what you get when you get free shipping. Sometimes it takes like a week and a half or 2 weeks to get here. I'm going to start working on pink ones since I'm pretty much out of all the chicken yarn until it gets here. Okay, I just need to make a bunch of the gobble gobbles, whatever, I forgot what they're called off the top of my head. They're not called gobble gobbles, but the thingies that go on the top of their head, I need to make a bunch of those, which is my least favorite part. You know what? It has been pouring rain outside. It's Friday. I'm in sweatpants. I want a cup of coffee. It's feeling like fall vibes. I want to put a candle on. I'm going to take all these chickens out to the couch. I'm going to stuff them. I'm going to sew them and put on a Harry Potter movie. My big old yarn box got here. If I remember correctly, I ordered both chicken and some kitty yarn. Let's see what's, I don't think this is all of it. This can't be all of it. I ordered like, I think it was $130 worth. Ooh. Okay, so lots of Barbie yarn. Okay, so I kind of freaked out because the website said they only had 7 left in stock. And I was like, I hope they're not about to have a shortage. So I ordered like 7. I don't need 7. I just poured yarn. It's who I am. Got an extra white. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the one that I use for chickens, and it is called Inkwell. This is another color that I use for the chickens, and it is called Almond. Last night I sewed on all the noses. They're not noses. Stop calling them noses. I sewed on all the beaks, put on the eyes, stuffed them, stitched them, and put on all these combs. So I think now we're at 62, if I counted correctly. 62 chickens. I cannot possibly be the only one with Crafty ADD. I have way too much going on. Here's literally what happened yesterday. Okay, so I'm doing this 100 chicken challenge, right? And then I don't want to get burnt out on chickens because it's only September and I have to make it to December. And so I've got a bitty kitty bucket. I've got a turtle bucket out on the couch that I kind of like keep going back and forth so I don't get, I've made 62 chickens in the last week and a half. So like, I don't want to get burnt out on making chickens because it's to the point where people are looking for them at my booth, which I love, but I have to be able to still make all the chickens. And then yesterday I was looking at some book sleeves. I was looking at my book sleeve stock, and I have plenty of book sleeves quantity wise for the first event, but a lot of them are these really summery colors, which are really pretty. But then I went down a rabbit hole of spending 2 hours cutting all this new fabric to make book sleeves. And then I was like, I'm supposed to be focusing on the chickens. This is just the way my brain works. Please tell me I'm not the only one. But 2 good things came out of my Crafty ADD yesterday. So I've mentioned before in previous videos that I'm trying to get rid of my Harry Potter stock. Well, even though I'm trying to get rid of the stock that's already made, I still have a lot of really pretty Harry Potter fabric left that I wasn't sure what to do with. Do I just keep making those items that I'm trying to get rid of? Do I make something else? Why did I not think of this sooner? I have no idea. So I cut some Harry Potter book sleeves. I'm super excited because I think they're going to be really, really cute. So far, I've got the all black and white busy pattern. I call this the watercolor pattern just because it's kind of splotchy and you've got all the Harry Potter symbols on them. This is the brand new fabric that I was going to make into, or no, not was, I'm still going to make it into a wallet, but this is replacing the really popular purple one online. And then I discovered this gem in the bin. Like, how cute is this Christmas bear pattern? Like, I don't have very much of it left, but this would be the cutest book sleeve. This is just random fabric I had, but it's super cute, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner.
Water splashes over fur coat, and the driver flipped me off like that was my fault. Today it may not be my day, but alright. Dollars lost by taking short at twilight. Wonder, will I ever meet the Eiffel Tower? Today it may not be my day, but alright.
Okay, so what breeds am I sticking with this year? So I'm definitely sticking with my top seller, which is, if you watch my last video where I talked about market prep and like how I go through the process, in my Crochet Carline chat, I talked about how this looks like a Dominique breed, but when I was kind of looking up different chicken breeds and just their coloring, this also kind of looks like a Plymouth Rock chicken. This one definitely sells the best. I think the comb color against the black and white looks really, really good. Okay, the second best seller that I'm going to stick with is, this is Almond Bernat Blanket. It's just your average light colored garden variety chicken. A new color that I'm introducing is not based on a real chicken, obviously, but I have found that literally anything pink in the booth is gonna sell. Literally anything. So I'm gonna start making more pink things. I did want to show you the one of the colors that I made from last year. It's got all these fuzzies on it. Last year I made a dark navy with a bright goldish yellow beak on it, and then just the regular comb color. And I did this because the local UTM college, this is their colors, and I'm letting it go because it only sold like here in my hometown, and I try to have different things, especially in my hometown, each year. I didn't want to have the same thing from year to year, but I had a lot of guys buy these for their girlfriends. It was the cutest thing. I only have like, I think 8 of these left, so once they're gone, I won't restock them, but I just thought that was really, really sweet. A lot of guys buying these for their girlfriends. In case you're new here, I live in a very rural community, lots of farmland, so like any kind of farm animal is going to do really, really well for me locally. That's why I am so chicken heavy in this video. Also, as a side note, if you see my capybara Halloween shirt a lot in my videos for the next month, it's because as soon as it's washed, I'm putting it back on because it is my new favorite thing. So I also talked about in my craft fair prep video about batch making and how I batch make everything. And I batch made, these are actually kitties that I didn't realize I was playing yarn chicken when I made them. I thought I had another skein of this. It's like reddish, burnt orange color. And I was like, I will just, and I thought I'll just put them to the side, and the next time I order yarn, I'll buy a skein. Well, I can't find another skein. And honestly, the more I look at this, as far as like trying to picture a kitty, I love the color less and less. I'm to the point where like I was literally going to toss these until I was like, these kind of maybe look like a Rhode Island red, maybe like sort of a little bit. And so I think I'm going to frog these and see how they turn out as a chicken, because otherwise they're going in the trash. I don't love this particular variegated yarn like I thought I did. So for this season, these are going to be my 3 main colors. Last year I was trying to do so this will be my 3 main colors for this year. I'm just going to keep it simple with 3. Last year I did probably 10 different kinds, and they were cute and they were pretty and they sold well, but just for prep purposes, for inventory and batch making purposes, it's just easier to stick to these 3. Maybe in the springtime I'll do more pastels, but for now, I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't love it. I had to do a different comb color. I still don't love the comb color. Maybe it's just this yarn. Like, I just don't love it on anything. I don't know. I'm not going to make another one in this color. I'll go ahead and try and sell this one at my show, but not a keeper. Alrighty, getting down to the wire. So this is what we're working with. I had to take I had to take a break from all the chickens, and I did kitties last night. But this is the finished bag, and this one, they just need the combs. They're not gobble gobbles, they're combs on their little heads. Now, this doesn't look like 100, so let's count them real quick.
You on the floor and now you're working on my heart. Gotta take you away from here. Settle for second, cause no one's directing my eyes off you tonight. You whisper in my ear, we're getting out of here, because you know I love it when you talk like that.
I've been crocheting so much in the last few weeks, but the good news that this little challenge did for me is I'm almost just a few hours short of being done with market prep, and I don't set up for market for another week. So that's really exciting. I keep having to start and stop filming because my husband is mowing, and every time he goes by my window, it's like really, really loud. So here are the finished chickens. I almost did not quite fit them on the table. I was trying to take this giant chubby chicken picture. So here's the stats on all the chickens. I spent 2 weeks making all the chickens. The final total was actually 101, not 100. And I spent about 33 and a half hours making all of these. And that is with the batch making process. So that means that I spent 16 to 17 hours each week just making chickens. I would love to say that these chickens will probably last me a good while, but I know that they won't, which is a good thing. Chickens are really, really hot in my area. I live in a very rural farming community. My husband's mowing. I hope that y'all can't hear that. So since I did this challenge for market prep purposes, the next video will definitely be all things last minute market prep, the process that I go through, like the day before, the day of the market, and all of that. So friends, if you like this kind of content, you like crochet things, craft market things, behind the scenes of running a small handmade business, make sure you give my channel a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.